better than month to month. You'll have your own cubbyhole. The space was the exact size of the slim, twin-sized fold-up cot I had in my apartment's lone closet. Awesome, he says. Once I'm there, I'll take you out for the finest steak in town. Great, I say with a laugh, the first in too long. He knew any sort of beef was an assault on my digestive system the way I knew he read the newspaper twice annually. Then I'll make sure the New York Times subscription is up to date. When Ryan arrives the next afternoon, he says to me, "You gangly motherfucker." Then he gives me a bear hug. He pulls back and says, "Seriously, gain some weight." Which, after all these months of static life, I'm surprised I haven't. "I guess I'll take yours," I say, and point at his belly. Clearly London's had an impact. "It's all pies over there," he says. "Pies and rain. I don't work out unless it's a cloudless day. You get my text?" "Don't think so," I say, and pull out my phone to check. Ah, there it is. When he sees I'm on a Motorola flip phone, he goes on the offensive. "You don't seriously still use that thing?" "This one's new," I say, proudly holding it up. $16 on eBay and does everything I need. "Except alert you to incoming texts from this century," he says. "You're right, I should probably upgrade to an iPhone that doesn't send emails." "Fucker," he says. I see he's only got 2 large bags with him. For an overseas move, I expected way more. "I thought you were leaving London for good." "I am," he says. "Pared it down to the essentials. This is all I got left." Once Ryan's inside, he sees the unpacked boxes, the stripped-down setup. "Place is great," he says as we walk past my bedroom, which is just a bed, folded t-shirts, and underwear atop never-opened boxes, and 2 paintings leaned against the wall. When we pass the living room, a TV, couch, and coffee table, nothing on the walls, not a plant in sight, Ryan asks, "You just move in?" "A year ago," I say, embarrassed to see this place now through someone else's eyes. Any excitement of Ryan's visit edges quickly towards the dread of being exposed as a shut-in, so I try to cover. "I just kept it Spartan in case." "In case of end times?" Ryan cracks, letting me off the hook, which allows me to relax. "I mean, why unpack just so the world can eventually someday end once you've done all that work?" At the rear of the apartment where Ryan will sleep, the bed's so tight to the walls on 3 sides the comforter is impossible to tuck in. I'd set a chair at the end of the bed, where we're now standing, to serve as an end table. "Sorry," I say. "For what? It's palatial," he says. "There's more than enough room, and this will fit perfectly below." He slides one of his bulging bags beneath the mattress, and it does fit perfectly below. But when he tries to follow with the second, there's no way. "I've got room in my closet." My closet showcases a trio of basic suits for work: black, gray, navy, 4 white shirts, the bespoke blue-white wool blazer Sarah got me for my birthday 2 years ago, and boxes. Ryan's second bag fits into the space where yesterday the cot was. Once it's stowed, we plop onto the couch and he asks me, "What have you been up to? Besides, unpacking. Like, what's been going on? I feel like you've been stingy with details since you left New York." "Still a paralegal," I say, with a smile intended to mask how directionless my work is. "I've been bouncing between a handful of firms doing contract work when they need me. Pays the rent." "So you're loving every minute of it," he says with a laugh and sits up. "You dating anyone?" I let out a long sigh. He gives me a pitying, "Oh no" look. "Yeah, I haven't tried at all since Sarah." I ask, "What about you?" "But wait," he starts. "Sarah's gone," I tell him, eager to change the subject. There's just nothing to say. "Sorry, but I get it," he says. "As for me, I never told you about Delphine." "Delphine?" "Yeah," he says, and falls back. He stares at the ceiling. "I never talked about her because this is so dumb, but I didn't want to jinx it. But in the end, it wasn't up to me. 3 months after our first date, she got a job offer in Vienna. I was in bed next to her when she got the call. She didn't hesitate. Accepted right away." He punches out a sigh. "God, that sucked." "Sorry," I say. "I told her I'd go with her," he says. "That I'd move to Vienna." He covers his face with his hands, embarrassed. "What did she say?" "She laughed. She said, 'Very funny,'" Ryan says, mirroring Delphine's French accent. So I laughed too and told her I'd miss her. "What'd she say to that?" Her exact words? "Sometimes I miss you too, but this was not the serious way." Ryan sits up. "And the hard part? Well, I was thinking she may be my future wife. It wasn't serious for her at all. She left a month later, and even though my writing gig with